What's up, folks? Maximilian here, and welcome back to my brief set that I had with the FGTV house on Xbox Live. If you guys didn't catch yesterday's quick video, I was going up against Filipino Champ, the current reigning Marvel vs. Capcom 3 champion at EVO, and in this set I'm going up against PR Balrog, who has one of the most notable Wolverine teams ever. He actually, if you didn't catch the episode yesterday where I mentioned this, he won Canada Cup with his Wolverine team and Virgil, and I think he uses Dr. Doom Plasma Beam. He's got some really devious mix-ups with Wolverine on the ground, and it can be very hard to deal with Plasma Beam and Wolverine at the same time. But in this situation, he's using a different setup. He's using Morgan on point with hidden missiles, so he's trying to do the Chris G tactic to try to get a little bit of leeway there. And I'm sticking with my basic team. I don't have any other team that I'm really comfortable with as far as like going up against some people that are really good. And for that reason, if you see right there, Strider brings Dr. Doom down, Wesker OTGs, and I think with this I might be able to kill. No, I go for a reset and it doesn't work. So, against a team like this, I've already taken out his Morgan. You have to, against a Morgan team, Morgan sits at a point in the screen, throws out a bunch of fireballs, and then the Doom missiles back her up. The worst thing that can happen is that with a Strider assist, Strider is going to knock down Morgan, but will get hit by the missiles before he hits Morgan. This is almost a counter to this team, in my opinion. I think that the overall counters to Morgan in this game can be pretty heavy. There is a lot of characters that do extremely well against her, as Strider takes out Doom with Ouroboros. And a quick mix-up here. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. Maybe get this part. Wesker misses the OTG, and that's it. Anyway, like I was saying, Morgan stays in the air a lot of the time, and the Strider assist is practically a counter to that. Strider will take her down extremely fast if she's not careful, and it can be very hard to deal with if you're not used to running Morgan on point. And if you notice here, Virgil uses Rapid Slash a lot in these situations, and I have not learned to look for the animation procs. Like, for example, you need to look for certain moments where the character does something so you can gauge what attack they're running into. And the biggest problem is that I didn't play against a lot of Virgils, especially online, that go into Rapid Slash a ton. And he's doing it a lot, and it's hitting me a lot. And what I need to realize is that after Virgil, this is my advice for you guys. When you see a Virgil do a light, medium, heavy, like chain block string or attack or something like that, they're most likely only able to go into a launcher or the orb fireball thing, or Rapid Slash, and most of the time they'll go for Rapid Slash to go for the mix-up so they can cancel into swords or Devil Trigger. And that's what he's doing here, and that's what I don't see. You can easily see that at the end of this, when he starts doing this to me a lot more, it becomes a huge issue, and oh my god, does that go through? No, it doesn't. Once again, Wesker's level 3 failing me, and oh my god, choking up the game. Rapid Slash is an extremely powerful tactic if you don't know where to look for it. And that's where you need to look for it, on the light, medium, heavies, and when you realize Virgil's at that distance, he's going to be going for Rapid Slash, and you need to block in the opposite direction. It's one of those extremely powerful tactics if you don't know what to look for, and it was definitely one of those things that I was just like, how am I getting blown up by this so bad? I was actually looking for him going into the animation, and by that point, it was just too late. Wesker getting hit by a ton of missiles, and Morgan's going to step back and start going into some more offense. What's nice is that I also have Doom Plasma Beam to take care of his Doom hidden missiles. That's my counter to hidden missiles in this game, is an assist that has a beam to it. Switched up to the other side, not exactly sure what happened there, and I might have missed the combo. Strider doing his best to keep Morgan on the ground, and I'm doing my best to keep Doom from doing all of his Doomish stuff with hidden missiles. Smartly tags into the Invincible Super with Morgan and goes on the rampage. Now, if you see me throwing out these random gunshots, I am just trying to stop Doom from throwing out hidden missiles. Block that attack, go for the Plasma Beam assist, and fall right on Doom, and this should probably do it for the good doctor. 1, 2, 3, 4, land down, and if that didn't kill it, Strider would have actually come in and done enough chip damage, even on block. So here we go. He's in a pretty bad situation here. Morgan does not have much health, but he does have Virgil on the back end, who has a ton of bar. Push blocking me out repeatedly. Strider trying to get Morgan, and there's a weird thing with Morgan. Morgan's jump arcs and her dash ability when she moves like slow, but then it kind of like moves fast. It's weird. Her dashing is really odd. But what's interesting about it is that when Strider tries to hit her when dashing, he'll almost always miss, unless she's going in a downward or upward angle. That's kind of the drawback with Morgan and Strider is that you have to catch Morgan doing something a little bit unsafe, which a lot of Morgans have to be really careful, especially the ones that go for the Dr. Doom into Soul Fist type of stuff. Preemptively go into a Finger Lasers on accident because I didn't think it would hit, and X Factor cancel with Doom, and this should probably take out Virgil. Just barely. Just barely. I actually tagged in Wesker just in case. I'd prefer Wesker in this situation because he can get in a little bit quicker to OTG off Morgan if she hits the ground. Now, I think in this situation here, you'll understand a little bit of how that weird jump angle that Morgan has with characters like Strider. And wow, I'm not even too sure he got hit by a random gunshot that most likely would have been soaked by a Soul Fist. Wesker, in those situations, like, a lot of guys try to find out these counters to Morgan's plasma, like, throwing all over the place, her Soul Fist spam. The tactic is extremely powerful with certain assists like Doom missiles. Everybody knows this. And the biggest defense, or one of the best defenses you can have to it, is the fact that since Morgan gains the meter in that mode, what you want to do is avoid it as much as possible, because attacking her leads into horrendous situations where you get juggled by one of the fireballs, and then 3 or 4 more, up to like 7 more, just bounce you left and right, and it literally, she gains like 1.5 meters as a result of doing it, allowing her to go into multiple more supers. Now, what you really want to do is try to not fight it. I think some of these situations, I still try to fight it, and I try to do something about it. Literally, when you try to do something about it, the best thing you can do is to not deal with it, because she just makes it even worse if you do. Some characters have some good strategies against it, and some characters can do a little bit better, but for the most part, avoid it like the plague. Take the chip damage, it's better than her gaining a ton of meter as a result to do it even more. And just super jump out of the way and try to stay at the top right of the screen as much as you possibly can. There was a situation where Strider got knocked out via the hidden missiles, and that's one of the things I'm trying to avoid the most. But he's still got Morgan and all 3 characters on point right now. I'm trying to get as much damage as I possibly can, and I actually tagged Dr. Doom there. Maybe this will hit him. Yes, it does, but the missiles still were coming down. So a pretty good situation there, got kind of a minor happy birthday, but what Rog wants to do is to get Doom on a situation where he can tag in Virgil to make for an extremely ambiguous mix-up, something like Rapid Slash or along those lines. Maybe an alpha counter or something to bring him in somewhat safely or present a mix-up situation. He's also probably saving all of his X Factor and everything for Virgil level 3. Doom colliding with each other right in the middle of the screen, and somehow I win the crouching light battle. And uh-oh, here we go! Foot dive landed too early, and Virgil gets the full super as well as a follow-up combo. So this is going to be the beginning or the end right here. Strider does not have much of a chance to go into X Factor, and oh my gosh, there's that Rapid Slash stuff that'll just slaughter the hell out of me. Ooh, fall right into another one. You really have to start looking out for it. It's not the fact that you have to visually cue yourself for that, hey, Rapid Slash is coming, I better do something. It's more along the lines that I know Rapid Slash is coming, so I'm going to preemptively block before it happens. Which is very tough. That'll just take a lot of practice. It's one of those things that I just have not seen enough of people using Rapid Slash that much. So going up against Morgan one more time right at the start, Wesker's going to do his best to try to stop Doom and to bring her back down to the ground. And there we go. The best mix-up was not to mix up with Wesker on the ground, and this should most likely do it with a quick combo and throw up a Sphere Flame with Doom. Nope, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know, but it's okay. Tag Doom for a little bit of damage, and if I can actually OTG him here. Yes, there's one, and switch sides on me. Oh no. So, if you see what happened there, Doom's incoming character for some reason switched sides, but he still came in on the other side. I think that's actually a glitch. It's one of those weird things where if you stand in the middle of the screen, the game just chooses a random side of which the character will actually pop in at. Nonetheless, works out better in that situation, and Virgil comes in. Now, one of the other issues about him having Virgil on the scene that makes him naturally better against the rest of my characters, look at that, awesome snapback, is the fact that Virgil's sword super, ooh, if I get an opportunity here, I might actually be able to kill him. Oh, will this go on anything I want? There we go, there's something. And that's exactly not what I wanted. I was looking at it myself because I didn't know what happened. This is what makes Virgil versus Strider horrible. Sword super. The reason being, swords completely nullify Ouroboros. Ouroboros. it's one of those things where it's like we both have spinning orb things around us. Why does yours beat mine? And for some reason, Capcom felt that Ouroboros should not be as good as Sword Super in some situations. I don't know why. Randomly works out for me because I get a combo with Doom, and then it'll lead into a level 3. The biggest thing that I have is my nerves are really bad in these games. When you go up against somebody like really big, it's like, oh, I'm about to beat PR Balrog. You got second at Evo 2011. Oh crap, I'm thinking about that, and I drop my combo. You know, that is a very apparent thing that happens. Ooh, he's got his Wolverine team now. He switched it up. He wants to win these things. He definitely wants to win. And now I'm going up against a super brutal onslaught of Wolverine offense. Wolverine is... I've started recently using Wolverine a tiny bit, and you realize how damn amazing this midget mutant man really is. He's so good in this game. He's actually a lot of fun to use too, but the best part about him is how ridiculously offensive you can be with him. You just space out your attacks, and when you actually get that opportunity, Wolverine just goes ham beast crazy and gets in there and gets stuff like this where you can OTG, go into X Factor, and totally take out almost any character in the cast. Even without meter, check that out. You see it from Noel Brown, you see it from Justin Wong, and it was funny, it was actually Wolverine versus Wolverine for the majority at the end of Canada Cup. It was Justin versus PR Balrog, and you get to see the crazy stuff that happens with this character. Wolverine has the mix-up potential of a Greek god, and he's really good. It takes a while to set up those situations to become really proficient with him, but PR Balrog has been playing this character since Vanilla Marvel, so this is his real team. He does not want to lose anymore. It's essentially what's happening, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen from this point forward. So Dr. Doom goes down. I don't think I'm going to make any team adjustments. I kind of want to stick it out with these guys because I kind of think that, for the most part, the characters on this team can kind of tackle anything, but we'll see. I'm trying to think of other point characters to use at the very front that would benefit from a Plasma Beam Assist, which I think might actually be really beneficial. Maybe running Wolverine, Doom, and Strider could potentially be a pretty, fairly powerful combination. I'm not too sure. Still working on that one in my head, but I get Wolverine at the very start. I should probably X-Factor this here, but no, I'll just drop the combo completely, and Wolverine's gonna wreck my shop. This is gonna lead into something that is terrible. Upward Claw, going to Fatal Claw. He can actually use the light Shoryuken one here, and he goes into the regular super. This is going to lead into quite a bit of damage, though. I get another opportunity. It's not very often that this happens in this game. Go for the mix-up and randomly tag Doom out of there. I'm not too sure why he didn't get comboed into. Go to Strider into Excalibur down. The hitbox on Excalibur down is amazing if you guys haven't realized it yet. Ooh, and I try to go for my Doom swag combo, and it hurts really bad. I remember practicing it a ton before, like a few days before these fights, and my muscle memory was off. I've gotten back to it, and I'm actually able to do it fairly consistently now, even online, but if you forget the beginning part of it, the memory just goes completely gone, and you just forget everything. The thing is, I've taken out the biggest threat on this team right now, or one of the biggest threats on this team, which is Wolverine. And the bigger problem is going to be Virgil that he's sitting on the back end. I most likely should either tag in as soon as I touched his Wolverine, tag in Virgil, or tag in Dr. Doom. Strider gets a quick OTG. I'm not too sure how big of a combo I can get from this because the hit stun hits Strider really hard if he hits a grab. And now we have... Oh my god! Team Super! Strider luckily avoids the majority of it. And catch Doom on a little bit of a mix-up. Try to get a couple of jabs in there to confirm. Doesn't work. Blocking almost everything, and Doom is cleverly blocking everything as well. PR Balrog knows what to look out for because they have a lot of Striders up in NorCal. Low attacks, plasma beams. He brings in Virgil, and exactly what I don't want. He goes straight up into Sphere Flame, and I think I've actually made the right decision here. I think bringing Strider in with Ouroboros is good, but I missed my opportunity. What I needed to do there was to do the kick off the wall, and then go into... Oh my gosh, he switched sides and started hitting Strider. The kick off the wall, and then go into Excalibur to start juggling. This is a bad situation here. Extremely bad. All of a sudden, things were going very well, and they went very bad when Virgil got his happy birthday on both my characters. Happy birthdays, man. If you don't have that correct assist placement, and you just start hammering the button and you get into that flow, that's one of the things that I am one of my biggest problems, that you get stuck in a flow and you stop paying attention to what's going on in the match. It's an interesting thing to see, to watch your games after they're being played to understand a little bit more. And I wholeheartedly recommend it. If you guys have any way to capture footage, since Marvel does not have proper online... Ooh, look at that. He didn't even X-Factor canceled. He just went for a straight crouching M into the combo with Wolverine to avoid the entire thing because it lowers his hitbox. Extremely smart. Doesn't get his swag combo. We're both having issues with it. Goes into a foot dive. Strider gets his part of the combo, but doesn't exactly work out for the best. Trying to avoid his plasma beam, but Wesker gets bopped in the face by 2 freaking heals. And that's going to just about do it. Now we got Doom coming in against Doom. Oh, I was trying to get a grab opportunity there. Did not work. And we're both trying to bait out the mediums. Now, it's funny going up against 2 Doom players who have, like, similar assists. He gets me on the very end. He's got me in the corner, so this would absolutely be death. 2 Doom players with similar assists is such a wacky game. If you guys ever come up against a Strider or Striders that are using Vajra against you, Doom has the best answer for Strider, and it's a Sphere Flame that is properly timed. If they're not covering their assist, just chuck one of those things up there, man, and you'll be totally gone. Get the guard cancel with Strider. Let's see if I can possibly get into it, but I don't. I'll go into my level 3, though, and that'll counter the hell out of that. He could have X-Factor canceled it. He could have X-Factor canceled that, and he would have been okay. But it didn't work out. Try to get the quick teleport with Strider, and there's a chance that this game could be won, but the satellite bomb passed right through Wolverine because I got him on his recovery roll, which is what I was aiming not to do, and Strider Hiryu is dead as hell. And this is looking extremely bleak right now with Wolverine with about 80% life left. And X-Factor, and check out that mix-up. Tell me where to block, most likely the direction I was not blocking. So if you guys enjoyed these games going up against literally some of the best Marvel players on the planet, please let me know. I had a lot of fun facing them, and I really would like to say thank you to the FGTV guys for inviting me in to play some games with them. It's not the most common of things where I get the opportunity to play against some of the best Marvel players on the planet. And I really appreciate it. So thank you all very much for watching the videos. Like I said, if you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. As always, my name is Maximilian, and I'll see you next time.